headphones. Wait, what? Why is it not recording? Oh no, it did a little stall. It did a. You know what it is? You know how people say a well-oiled machine or that shit needs WD-40 or whatever. The fact that we take these long ass breaks, I guess the computer be confused, the phone be confused, everything is confused, but we're not confused, right? We back.
We're back.
How you do this?
Oh shit! All right.
I just said all of that, and then look at me fucking up. I'm about to say neither one of us got headphones on either. You want to wear these?
I'm good.
I'm not
because you do better with the buttons anyway. You have like where your reach is. Yeah. Like I have to go like.
All right.
So you're better with the buttons. You might as well put them on just to make sure that the shit is level.
All right, cool.
Level. All right. And it's fucking. I don't need my glasses. All right, don't need my glasses. You good?
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm straight.
All right, man. Welcome back to another episode of On My Trouser Podcast. It is your boy
Hawk.
And it is I.
Geese. Come on.
And this is Oh My Charles the Podcast. What episode is this? Is it 67?
67.
Oh My Charles the Podcast, episode 67, period. Yeah! See that, Shorty? That was like...
Come on.
I couldn't get it out of my head. And it was pissing me off, too, because there's been two things that have been stuck in my head. And have you been seeing the genuine memes and dances of him on the... Exactly. Yeah. The head joint, like that looks so weird to me.
It really
like,
weird. It was the smile.
Yeah, he looks crazy, yo.
Absolutely
so
bonkers.
that has been stuck in my head because, like, when you watch the videos, it says, like, he's singing. It's like, same OG, and he's doing that thing. I can't get that out of my head. And there was this random Caucasian shorty. She was kind of like, I guess the term that people use, they say white trash looking, like, whatever. She made this video and she's just saying period I period period I period You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my goodness, how have you not seen it? Okay, so what beat is that? I forget what beat it's to. It's a popular beat. And she's just saying, period, I, period, I am, period, I, you are, period, You haven't seen
No, I never seen it.
It's so dumb. I'm pretty sure Anthony posted it in our group chat. It's got to be in there somewhere. But those two things have been stuck in my head, man. I'm glad they're slowly starting to die out. But anyway, man. Yeah, it was mad random. What's up, though, man? Been a minute. What's going on over here?
I mean, if you haven't noticed, Keto's working still. I found some new Flavor Time fun, man.
Oh man, I already know this about to be ass. What is it?
Found some new Flavor Time fun.
I'm not gonna lie, it really don't look too appetizing. I mean, go ahead though. I'm not. I mean, let me not be pessimistic.
What's going on, man?
I don't know.
Last week we connected on the brown on the Pop-Tarts. You know what I mean?
We did because they suck.
You know what I mean?
All right.
We're on a high right now, my man.
You're right.
Right now.
Let's see what's going on.
So I've been on keto. I can't have almond joys, right?
That's great. I don't even know what to press because I'm like, hold up. You said what's going on with this? You said you can't do what?
I can't have my almond joys. I can't have them.
I tweeted the other day or whenever it was. If you eat almond joys or you like them, you're going to hell. So I don't want you to continue to eat those.
Say hello to that round mound.
No more, man. So we good, man.
Well, I don't want to go to hell. Maybe I'll go to like, because I figured out a new I figured out a way to keto-fy my almond joy fun time.
Of course.
Predictable.
What is?
So here we go. All right, this is a keto cheat code. This is something that I just figured out not too long ago, and I did the figuring. Right. So, dark chocolate, no sugar, just pure cacao.
Yeah, pure.
Yeah.
I like the way that, even on cartoons when they snap chocolate, I like that. What is that? That's a feeling, like that's a term where you get a feeling from the sensation of noises. Isn't that a term or word? I can't think of it right now.
Isn't that what like that? That's like the whole idea of ASMR. Like it gives you like this like.
Okay, I guess
gives you a sensation.
Yeah. Okay, I like chocolate snaps.
What? That's weird.
I don't know.
That's weird as fuck,
I love
my
it.
nigga. Yeah. So I get a bar of sugarless. It's just straight chocolate, and it's as bitter as the most bitterest thing you could think of on the planet. Absolutely no flavor, no taste, no nothing. So I crack a piece of that, and lately I've even disregarding the whole almond joy aspect. I've been buying this. I have 3 million packs of these at home.
What? Please show the camera. What?
It's organic coconut chunks.
Yo, come on, man. Like
100.
no.
No, this isn't happening.
What are you talking about?
Bro, like what's your snack selection, man? Like oh, all right. Before I even get into how I get into stuff.
Predictable.
Is this healthy?
Just let me talk my shit.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
God damn.
Go ahead.
All right. So I got my organic coconut chunks with natural vanilla flavored. You got to have the natural vanilla because that's what gives it that like that. You know what I mean? It gives it that. It's like a refreshing kind of. And it has to be cold. You got to. This is one thing that I will eat frozen.
All right.
See, you know what I mean?
Everything's better cold.
But yeah, so I got the
snacks.
organic coconut chunks, and what I do is I'll get a piece of chocolate. I'll get one of my chunks, and then I got these salt and vinegar Blue Diamond almonds. I know we're not seeing a lot of brands here, and we're not sponsored. So Blue Diamond. Yeah, you make a little trail mix of that, sprinkle it in, and you just. What?
No, this isn't happening.
You pop it in your jaws and you chew. Pause.
You made a vinegar almond organic coconut chunk chocolate sandwich
With 90% cacao.
I mean, I like the snap noise, but
Almond Joy's got nuts, man.
I guess that is all almond joys, though, right? Coconut, you got the chocolate, and you got the nuts.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been on, and I've been losing. It's been working great. It's been like curbing my. Man, I wish I had found out about this sooner. If I'd have known, I didn't know where to buy just straight coconut without buying a whole coconut. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they have these like already packaged and ready to rock, man, I about fucking skeeted my fucking earlobes off. I was like, what is this? Coconut chunks. And I figure I take MCT oil every morning and powder, and that's just coconut. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just refined coconut oil and shit like that. So
wow.
I was like, why don't I just eat the nuts?
Yeah.
Unpause.
Wait. What? Well, I mean, you're talking about those, so yeah.
Or any nuts.
Yeah. Well,
pause.
We
pause
can,
that.
We can end this shit right now, and I'm out.
We don't have edits.
I live here.
No, yeah, I've been eating nuts. I've been It's like no, yeah, man, just eating almond nuts, coconuts. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And cacao. I'm going cocoa nuts.
That's what's up.
Coconuts.
That was clever. That was
Yeah,
hard.
100.
I like that.
Double on whatever.
Double entendre. But I respect you. I respect you, and I respect that. I respect the snack. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say that I'm a fan of coconut because I'm not. I feel like coconut, every flavor is balls.
Wait, but this one I don't understand. I don't get this. I'm just trying to figure out like what is it about coconut that's okay?
It's the word. Okay. It's the you would agree.
I'm just trying to understand. Hold on.
It's the worst flavor. It's the worst. There's so much. You got grape. You got orange. You got chocolate. You got white chocolate. You got musk chocolate, dust chocolate. You got rock and roll. You got roll to rock. You got syrup. You got so many flavors. There's a billion flavors in the world. I'm sitting here and acting like there's like 9, and I started realizing like, what am I doing? But as far as like the regular flavors, I feel whatever. There's a lot of flavors in the universe, man. But coconut, what is coconut good in? Besides almond joy, because don't you dare. What? Like what? What? Ciroc?
Pina coladas. Coconut's good with it's good with I don't know, it's good on cakes, it's good on
coconut cakes. Nah.
It's good on cakes, it's good on donuts, it's good on anything and everything.
Coconut on donuts? Nah, I just don't think it's a good flavor. It's never good. It's only good in Ciroc. And that's it. I feel like liquor, all liquor tastes like, you know what I'm saying? All liquor tastes like, it's not good. You just drink what's durable. I hate when people be trying to, oh, this liquor is fire. No, it's just easier to go down than the rest of them.
Coconut is fire. Coconut is fire because coconut just tastes like coconut. There's no way to explain coconut. Coconut is just coconut. If you don't like coconut, you don't like coconut. Okay. But it has like a heavy cream pause. But you know what I'm talking about? It has like a heavy cream like taste. Like it's like there's just like something that happened. I can't explain it.
When you taste coconut and I taste coconut, I feel like I did something wrong.
Oh man.
Like, I shouldn't have done this.
So your disdain for coconut is connected to some sort of childhood trauma.
No,
what
let's
happened,
not
man?
do this.
What happened?
We got through
let's dig deep.
We got through our traumas before. Remember? we did the pink and black one. And I really didn't understand my like horniness levels rising from women wearing pink and black until you said that. I'm like, bro, there's no reason. I just like looking at it until I really dug deep. And then we found out about that. That's interesting, man. There's a lot of reasons of why things are connected to things. But
I know I have really bad traumas. I can't have shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat?
I can't eat shredded wheat cereal.
You don't need that though, because that's weak.
But
it literally tastes like basket.
You want to know what's fucked up? Because when I was a kid, before we go to school, we would have these, or at school, before we went to school, there was like this little thing we went to. And we would eat breakfast there. You know what I mean? And the only options they ever had was like just plain ass Cheerios, nasty ass Frosted Flakes. If you like Frosted Flakes, dog, you like to touch kids.
What? Take that back, right?
I'm not
now.
taking it
No,
back.
this
Bro.
isn't happening.
If you like Tony, if you fuck with Tone Tiger,
Come on, bro.
if you fuck with Tone Tigre,
He's great. Are you shitting me right now? Man. First of all, look.
fuck out of here. Hey yo, Frosted Flakes, man. We keep on fucking.
This
getting
always
to this
happens,
shit.
dog, because the shit you like sucks. It's always happens, man. No, we gonna finish this Frosted Flakes conversation though. Before we even talk about whatever we was talking about, because I don't fucking remember now. The first couple bites of that Frosted Flake are off the chain. Are you shitting me?
My nigga, listen to this. You pour a bowl of Frosted Flakes. The moment milk touches that flake, you have 6.2 seconds to get through that entire bowl. If you don't make it, you're eating wet foliage.
100.
That's fucking fall time leaves.
I never
check that shit for slugs. Get a rake. Throw that shit outside. Put it in the mulch. Put it in the compost. Grow your fucking flowers. Frosted Flakes is gross. It's nasty. Oh man, that fucking aftertaste. Like you just no getting out of it. You ever just have my bad. I know you've done this before. I know you've been eating a bowl of flakes, and then you may have a couple crunchies and a couple soft joints, but that soft one gets stuck on the back of your tongue, and you're like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about?
100.
Fuck Tone.
Yeah.
Tone made a fucking shitty ass cereal. Tone Tigre.
No,
Fuck you.
No, first of all, R.I.P. my nigga Tone, because he smoked. He's dead.
Tony's dead.
I'm pretty sure. And this nigga laugh. He gonna come back and whoop your ass.
Tony ain't dead.
Resurrection.
He's on steroids, but he ain't
I'm
dead.
pretty sure he smoked. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it was taking all types of performance enhancers.
Nah, listen, man, listen. Now I agree with you when it comes to Frosted Flakes. It's definitely a countdown. It's definitely a countdown. When you put that milk on that splash, it's like they're waiting. Like, hurry up, nigga. Like, soon as you pour the milk, you gotta. You know what I mean? But
No, man, so
the whole point is, if you get a cold bowl, I'm talking about a cold bowl of milk in them Frosted Flakes. That combo is crazy. The first couple bites are unmatched, bro.
So you basically got to pour a 2-spoonful bowl. Like you got to get your bowl, shake just enough flake on there for 2 spoonfuls, add the milk and go, hi.
You just got to eat it fast. That's all.
Man,
that's one thing I will agree
ridiculous,
with. I think Fruity Pebbles is worse. If Fruity Pebbles knows that milk is around, they start getting soggy. Like that's just what it is.
No, yeah, eating Fruity Pebbles is like running cake underwater. So you might as well just do that.
But anyway, what was we talking about, man? We got sidetracked again.
Food trauma and food.
Oh, trauma. Period.
I guess I was just talking about whatever. Tony was better. I can't eat shredded wheat because it reminds me of my childhood, and every time I ate a bowl of shredded wheat, from like second grade, like from like first grade to like maybe third, I would throw up every morning.
Oh shit!
Every single morning.
See, now
just the thought of shredded wheat made me just.
See, and that's a crazy thing too. So I had another trauma that I didn't realize that started to kick in, and it would make me feel good and then sad. And I'm like, why does this smell bring back happiness and sadness at the same time? Like, didn't understand it. So the smell was Old Spice. Now I don't wear Old Spice. I wear Degree Extreme Blast. That shit smells so good. Motherfuckers think it's actually like cologne or something, but I'm like, get you that Extreme Blast. It's crazy. But anyway, so when I smell Old Spice, and I'm like, I think I smelled it at work or something, or somebody bought it or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, what is this smell? And I couldn't put my hand on it, but since we're talking about trauma now I'm starting to remember why it makes me happy and makes me sad at the same time. So, yeah, I used to wear Old Spice back in middle school. And in middle school or high school, it was, whatever, I guess both. I was talking to a young lady with a particular, and it brought back those memories of happiness, but it also brought back the evil memories of anger and destruction of our relationship.
I see.
I was like, oh, that's why it does the topsy-turvy of, you know what I mean?
Predictable.
But you opened up my brain for me to realize like a lot of these random memories and feelings are definitely tied to a lot of stuff, especially the pink and black.
Some of them are just trauma responses.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's nutty.
Yeah, I guess that's why when I hear all these video game soundtracks, I get so happy. Those are great, excellent, fantastic times.
One specifically for me, if I hear the Sonic 2 soundtrack anywhere, it's just an instant good time. I go right back to, like, I was the weirdo kid, man. Like there was no, like, if we got a new game, there was no playing the game first. I had to hear the soundtrack first.
See,
Weirdo. Go to the BGM, play all the sound. I would just play them. Like,
I'm laughing because I know all of those sounds and you sound just like them. That's crazy.
I would just play them and then play the music and then just sit in my room and just vibe. And then be like, all right, time to play.
See, and that's why I give a shout out to my cousin Marquise. I didn't understand how much the video game music mattered because, I mean, even if you take it outside of video game music, it's music, period. It's just music. Music makes you feel good when it sounds good. So it's just like when people say, you listen to video game music or this and that, I'm like, yeah, but you got to realize it's still just music anyway. It's like, music.
If someone covered up the package of it, you wouldn't know what the fuck it is.
But I remember him telling me like, oh, the music on that game is trash though. And I would be like, what? Like, who's even paying attention to that shit? What are you talking about? But he was like that when we were way younger. And now I'm in the gym listening to T-Lopes, the Turtles, Shredder's Revenge soundtrack, like lifting and smiling and being happy and getting in mode and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, how could I have responded to him like that a long time ago? But whatever, man. So what's going on, man? Anything worth speaking on? You said you're still doing the keto.
Still on keto.
You've been successful with that.
It's doing what it's doing.
Respect. We going.
Word.
I'll talk about mine later.
I do want to talk about something though. Something's been happening at work now. I have a coworker. He's our cleaner. His name is Mauro. He's a Spanish guy. Doesn't speak really much English at all, but Cool. That's my nigga. That's my guy. I mean, I love that dude. Seriously. Shout out tomorrow. But lately he's been like, there's two things that he's been doing lately, and is actually one of them is kind of like funny, and the other one is kind of like, all right, bro. So whenever I come into work, it's just because usually it's just me and him. Like whenever in the beginning of the day, it's just me and him. I come in at 6. He's either there like a half hour before, or we get in at the same time. And the first thing he does is like he'll say like he'll give me like some sort of salutation in Spanish, and I would respond in English. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. And then after a while, he was like no, like ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Like,
oh, I mean, he got like, pissed. Like
not pissed,
not
but it's,
pissed,
yeah.
but speaking like
but
speaking
like,
back
he's
to
like, he's
me.
like, I guess when I guess it's like when they realize like you don't know, you don't have any Spanish town flavor. They just take it upon themselves. Like, all right, I'm gonna put this nigga under my wing.
Oh, okay.
And you'll be speaking Spanish soon enough. And so, like every morning, like he'll hit me with a new word. You know what I mean? And I just like yesterday, he was teaching. Like he's been like he was like, I know uno dos today. I know. I think I know up to 10. I might know. I might know the 10. But then he started teaching me like 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and stuff like that. And like he was like he kept going. I was like, Mom, man, you gotta stop, man. My brain's about to explode, bro. Yeah. Like this is too much Spanish. So every day he comes at me with a new word, or I'll be working on like working on some sort of prep dish, and he'll start just naming the shit that I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's and
he speaks a little bit of English, or
yeah, I mean, he understands and he speaks a little bit of English, and it's like he's not like you say something to him and he's just like,
"Kid,"
like no, he don't do shit like that. Like you can talk to him, you know what I mean?
Okay,
but he's just like super like lately he's just been super horny about teaching me Spanish, and it's like I be trying to like get out of it. Like sometimes I'll be just wanting to say hi, nigga, like good morning, and just wanting to get about my day, but like. It's always a fucking Spanish, like at least a 15-minute Spanish lesson before my day starts. And then lately what he's been doing too, that's one. And two, I don't know. I don't know about their culture and like the shit that they believe. But lately he's been like showing me like, so, you know, like on Facebook, you'll see like a CG, like a clearly CGI.
Okay.
Video of like an apparition or a monster or something. You know what I mean?
All right.
Clearly CGI to the world.
Yeah.
He be believing.
Oh man, he don't understand.
I don't know what it is. He be believing like so. There was this video, this clearly CGI video of a mermaid on some random ass rock in some Mexican Gulf or some shit. I don't fucking know. And he's like, Mr. Yosh. Yeah. And I'm like, what's up, Mario? He's like, hey, look at this. And he showed me the video, and he started like, kind of like lightweight praying. Yeah. And I'm like, Mario, that's not real, man. I'm like, hey, no. He's like, oh, what?
Predictable.
They found it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, Mario, it's not real, man. Yeah. Like it's CGI, like it's computers. Like so, like there's a nerd behind a desk, yeah, and he had tools and a mouse, and he made that. That's not real. He's like, oh, I no bueno. I don't know, man. Like he did one of those. He's like, I don't know. I was like,
if he feels like that nigga don't ever let him watch Tales from the Hood,
bruh. That's not the first time that he did that. That was the most recent. Yeah. One time he did one. There was an alien that walked like it was like it was just it wasn't like it was like. People were just chilling on the street, and then, you know, just the fake ass, like, alien just walks past the camera. You know what I mean? But it kind of looked lightweight real, but he was like, they're here.
What?
Mr. Yosh,
Predictable.
Mr. Yosh, they're here. They're here. And I'm like, bruh, it's CGI, man. Someone made that.
Yeah. That.
So, like, for the past, like, 2 weeks, I've just been talking this grown-ass man off the ledge with every fucking, like, mystery creature like Scooby-Doo. Like, yo, if you just pull that nigga's scalp, the mask will come off. It's not real, Mario. Come on, man.
That nigga gonna come in showing you pictures of Mewtwo and shit. Like,
I'm like, oh no, that is real. Watch out, buddy. Like that nigga's gonna fucking
Pokemon Go. Damn, man. Hopefully he starts to understand. It sucks when you gotta explain things to somebody who is just like not. It's usually older people too because they don't understand that this shit. It's like, bruh, come on, man. Like,
I'm not gonna front because I saw a deep fake video. Who was it? I forget who the fuck it was. It was some celebrity that I really like. I commented on the video like, "Oh, that shit was hard as hell." But then I read the comments. It was like, "Nigga, that's a deep fake. That ain't me." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like these shits be fucking crazy.
Yeah,
like it really be like you could really get away with a murder on a deep fake. Like if you did it, you'd be like, "Yo, nigga, that was Kendrick, man. Kendrick killed that nigga." And it's like, no, it wasn't, man.
Yeah,
that was Tony Eveready. That nigga came out of the prison street and started killing niggas.
They don't know who that is. If you're watching and you're listening, don't Google that. Like, don't Google that. Google that person in the comfortability of your own home with nobody
not
around.
at work.
Don't go. Oh, do not Google Tony Eveready at work. I shouldn't even said it again. Damn. Don't. Just don't. All right. Relax.
I'm about to start deep faking my face on pornos. Real shit. Like, yo, Josh is out here killing them, nigga. You see that nigga? When he get abs?
Hey, yo, no, hold on. What? Hold up, man. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, this is a random ass question, but when you watch the POs, do you ever feel like, yo, this guy is just me?
No,
like,
I'm fat. No one has my body type.
My bad.
That's a dream I can't live, bro.
But there's been a couple people I'm like, this is just me. That's just me. But yeah,
that's
whatever.
funny.
That's random. But anyway, we gonna pray for you, man. What's his name? Morrow?
Morrow, man.
Yeah, we gonna pray for
Shout out.
Morrow.
Pray for him.
But
That here. It's the Yosh, they here. I'm like, nigga, all right, we'll go with him. Go find him. Whatever.
Anything else been going on?
No.
Anything notable? No.
Not really, no. I mean, no.
Okay.
Work.
Well, shit. Just to piggyback off the diet, because you already know we gotta always talk about it. You said you keeping up. You got your snacks. You found yourself a new snack.
Yeah,
and
got my
everything.
chunks. You know what I mean?
So for me, it's not been going well, man.
Predictable.
Now,
I will say, hold on, wait, before you delve, you don't look no different.
you said I don't look no different.
Nah, I mean,
I see.
when you lost that quarter, it was like, you know what I mean, noticeable, nigga. Your shirts were a little bit looser. I don't see no difference.
See, this is the thing about me, man. Let me keep it a buck.
100.
I have this habit where I suck in my stomach, so I feel like no one ever really sees my true form.
Oh shit!
Nobody. I'm being dead serious.
Imperfect cell.
I can't help it. Like I literally, when people come around, I suck my stomach in. When I show my stomach in videos, I suck it in. Even when I'm like doing the little joking thing where I'm shaking my fat, it's still sucked in. The true fat is literally hanging over my toes. It's so my gut is so crazy, man. But I mean, I mask it with arms and upper body. If I didn't have upper body muscles, I would look absolutely insane. But anyway, so just to speak about what's going on with the health and everything. So I had a situation where I felt like it was making me sad, and I just went into like a small rut of just being sad a little bit, right? So I think I might be an emotional eater, man. And I didn't know that. What? Because somebody asked me, how's it been going with the diet? You've been kicking ass. I'm like, no, I haven't. I've been getting my ass kicked. And they're like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, it doesn't matter. But they're like, okay, well, are you an emotional eater? I'm like, hell no. Then I started realizing one day I'm just smiling, looking at this cheeseburger, and I'm unwrapping it. I'm like, yeah, let's get it. I'm biting. I'm like, man, this makes me feel so good. And at that moment, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, damn, am I an emotional eater? And then 17 McDonald's orders later, I realized, I'm like, yeah, I might be. So, but situation got resolved. But now I'm just hooked on McDonald's. I can't stop eating it. Like, the crazy thing is, I like McDonald's 50 times more as an adult than I did as a kid. This is fucked up. Usually when people grow up and they get older, they're like, come on, all that nonsense. Give me some broccoli and give me some health. Like, they just get a different palate and they like, you know what I'm saying? They get more mature with their palate. Mm-hmm. It's been backwards with me, bro. Like, it's been backwards. So, diet's been fucked. I'm trying to get out of the habit of eating horrible. I make promises to myself all the time. Come Monday, I'm only eating kale, what the hell? And then I'm eating everything else. But, yeah, so diet's fucked. I actually, I went to go, because I had a flat tire for like maybe, I don't know, maybe like 5 months. I've had this flat tire. Every time I go outside, it's flat. I just keep filling it with air. And then I was like, you know what? Let me actually go get a set of new tires. So I went to go get a set of new tires, and it was like $346. I'm thinking they were going to say $220. So when he said $346, I was like, what? Fuck! So I paid it on credit. And that's when I was like, what can I do to just get some free money? And I thought, like, yo, can't you just skeet for the bread? And then I'm like,
What? Predictable.
I'm like, damn, but if I skeet for the bread, they can use my skeet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't need another little geese running around.
But they don't let you know, at least I don't think, right?
I don't give a damn, bro. I can't have that. Like,
Predictable.
You can't, like, just the thought of maybe, like, possibly, probably.
what if he reaches out to me later and he's like, yo, I had a fucked up life, nigga. Like, what you mean?
Just let the little sorry. There's no sugar in this, dude. It's just leaves and water. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of fucked up.
I just couldn't do that.
I'm sitting trying to think about it. Like, damn. Like, what could you say?
I could not.
Damn, I skated into a cup, dog, and your mom shoved me in. Like,
I can't. That's why deadbeat dads and shit. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you literally could have a little junior of yourself and you not give a fuck.
Not involved.
That's crazy to me.
Absolutely
That's like mental health. You got to be narcissistic or something, like whatever. But that's beside the point. So I was just like, damn. I said, nah, I ain't gonna ski for the bread. And then I'm like, oh yeah, you can donate blood, donate plasma. So I went in there, you know what I'm saying, did all of that, which is cool. Got the $125. I'm like, 125? I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, shit, when can I come back? They're like 2 days. I'm like, that'll be $250. I'm like, all right. And they're like, yeah, it's an extra $50 bonus too if you come back within the same week. I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me
100.
Let me make that $300 back. You know what I'm saying? Donating plasma. So now I'm associated with Griffles, the plasma lab or whatever. So I brought that up to say this. When I was there, they asked me to step on the scale, and I had lost a lot of weight, and I was in mode a couple months ago or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Stepped on the scale. I was like 240 something, and they told me to step on the scale, and they was like, yo, 265. I was like,
predictable.
I was like, of course, man. Of course. I gained all the weight back. I'm such an ass. I'm so titty. And everybody always says, you look great, man. You still look the same. I understand that, but me, I see it. I can see it. My face, I just turned into a water buffalo in the face. It gets crazy, man. But other than that, yeah, I'm trying to get that shit back on track, but that shit sucks. Other than that, what else been going on? I actually went to a TV shoot, man. I was in a TV show. I've never watched the TV show. I've never even heard of it, though. It's called The Mayor of Kingstown or something. You ever heard of it? Okay. Well, yeah, we got to Google that shit, because if you see me in there, I'll be in there like, you know what I mean? But I guess it's a show about jail niggas. So I dressed up as an inmate, and my cousin, he was on the set too. Two of my cousins was there, and he seen me. He was like, you look like a fucking inmate. I'm just like,
you did.
You know what I'm saying?
You look like you belong there.
Bald as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stunt too. They kept feeding us, bro. I know I gained like 10 pounds there. They just kept feeding us. And you know what I'm saying? It was so much downtime. It was so long. I thought it was gonna be a little bit fun. It absolutely was not. It was not fun. But the food was free and I kept eating. And I found myself eating like I was in jail too. Like I wasn't trying to talk to nobody. Before I seen my cousins, I was like, because we were in, I guess it was actual jail. We were in the jail in the cafeteria. So as I'm eating, I'm looking around at motherfuckers like, this ain't real, but don't fuck with me. I don't want to talk to nobody in here. So I got my food. I'm eating my shit like this. But I'm also scoping it out because I'm like, yo, this is fake. But there gotta be some people in here that really don't like each other, that had beef, that just got called on to set or whatever. So I'm looking at people, and some of these people, I'm like, yo, he's not acting. He just got out of jail. He's about to go to jail. I'm looking at these people, like some of these people, it's just like, yo, you can tell what's going on. I'm eating my food. You know what I'm saying? People are talking to me. I immediately get mad. Like random people making jokes. Butterscotch is butterscotch. I'm like, get the fuck away from me, man. So then my cousin's like, Josh, man, come here. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. So that's when I kind of eased up.
He's a method actor. He went straight into the role.
That's what. No, I just was literally mad. I don't know. I'm not. I realize. I guess I'm just not a friendly person. Like I'm a nice person, but I'm not nice. If that makes any sense. Like just leave me alone. But anyway, so yeah, we were on set for like 8 hours. It was hot. We were in the cage. They kept doing this scene where this dude kept getting stabbed up and he was just on the ground like shit.
How many takes?
Bro, like 4.
Okay.
Like 4. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? How many times we gonna see this nigga shake, man? Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Predictable.
But then we were in the corner, just, you know what I'm saying? And I was kind of mad too because they had us on, like, I was in the Crip gang. I was like, what the fuck, blood? How they doing this? But anyway, so I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner with my cousins and shit. And I'm not trying to like look tough, but I'm really mad because it's hot. So I'm over there. I guess I was just looking perfect because I'm like, fuck, man. I'm mean mugging and shit. I'm like, damn. But the producer and the directors, they kept coming over to us because nobody was in our corner except for me and my cousins and and his friends and stuff. But we were like cracking jokes. We were loud as hell. We were just doing shit at the times that we weren't supposed to do it. And they kept coming over. You guys gotta stop. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, they gonna edit us out, bro. So I might be in there, I might not be. But I mean, whatever. I went down there because they were paying. So they cut me a check for that. So, yeah, man, I had to recoup after that 346 ass whooping real quick. Because the economy and everything is kicking ass. They're going crazy, man. So
I got, you know what? Never mind.
No, go ahead, man.
No, it's sorry.
You did it, man. You gotta do it, man.
It's okay, man. It's all right.
I hate when people
It's
do
all right.
this, man.
It was point. I mean, it was just going back to an old episode we did about getting scammed and shit. And I told a story about
Fuck.
You know what? Fuck it, man.
No, man. Come on. We're here now. You heard Arthur.
It's okay. It's all right. I can't say it. I can't say it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you at the end of this.
It's a little too personal.
Whatever it is.
I was gonna say it in a joking way. Then I was like, you know what? It's not gonna be a joke when I say it.
But shit. Other than that, what else been going on? I've been drawing. I don't know. I get this.
You've been going fucking absolutely crazy with the fucking drawings, yo.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Where's it at? The fucking Mr. Miyagi? Whoa!
It's not, and you know what's funny?
That shit was hard.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn or no weird shit like that, right? So when it comes to drawing, it gets weird because I do most of my drawing at work. I work overnight, and it's just like there's not too much for me to do at work at certain times. So it's like I got a lot of downtime. So I'll just start drawing. I'll just start scribbling, and there are drawings that I definitely take to heart where I'm like, I'm really trying to draw this, and I put all my skill, or at least attempt to put all my skill into it. But there are times where I just take the pen and I just scribble. That Mr. Miyagi was just a scribble. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, that's nothing, but it really was that. I drew a picture right before that. I drew Crease from the Karate Kid or Cobra Kai, or, you know what I'm saying? I drew him and there's a pose and he's just like this, but I just scribbled it. But you can tell I scribbled it. He looks like a cheese curl. Like he looks like a Cheeto. It's not a good drawing, but I just drew it just because I was watching Cobra Kai. And then I did the same thing with Mr. Miyagi, but it turned out way better. And I'm like, how does this happen? Like, I don't understand because it's up on the wall at the very top. And I'm just like, I don't know how that happens, man. But I did my latest drawings. I definitely did put two. I put like extreme effort into two of them. I drew Cameron in the pink mink. I really had to like zone in with that because I'm like, this is a legend. I can't, you know what I mean? And this is my nigga. And this picture is legendary. I can't ruin this. But I really drew that one. And then the Royce. I drew Royce the 5'9". But the Eminem, I drew Eminem too, which came out okay, but I didn't go crazy with that either. But I don't know. I just been bored drawing. What else been going on? Shit. That's pretty much it. Been just zoomed in with Cobra Kai. Did you watch that? No. Have you ever watched any of it? Okay. I was about to say you got.
Yeah, for sure I have. I've been, man.
It's a great show.
You want to talk about fucking TV? I've just been backed up, man. I finally caught up to One Piece where I left off years ago.
Oh, I'm not watching that till it's 48.
Finally, I'm not caught up with the show. I'm caught up with where I left off.
Okay.
I still got a lot to fucking go.
Yeah,
but now every episode is new. You know what I mean? For me, at least.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm bogged down by One Piece. I'm actually in the middle of I'm like episode 8 of the Cyberpunk anime.
Okay, I know.
Oh my fucking God, it's fucking good as fuck. It's really good. Check that out. Y'all should check that out. Cyberpunk on Netflix. It's really fucking good. If you played the game, like the references, they did a fucking amazing job with this anime, and it's good. It's really good. Just my typicals, like, I mean, my typical everyday fucking shows, like Comey Can't Communicate, and on my slice of life anime.
Okay. See, I haven't really been watching too much anime. I just been watching. I watched Cobra Kai. I finished The Boys, and I was kind of sad that I finished The Boys, man, because I'm like, damn.
I gotta finish that too.
I'm like, I want to watch more. Mm-hmm. It's over. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's been going crazy about this Game of Thrones House of Dragon. And I'm like, okay, I never watched Game of Thrones. I was watching The Chi. That's finished too. I'm like, damn. All the shows that I'm really like, I gotta watch this new episode. It's over with. I was watching that one show. It was like a quick 6-episode series of, Lip from what's that show called?
Bear. You talking about Bear?
Bear, the cooking show. Yeah. That was a quick little.
That shit was good though.
Yeah, I fucked with it. And I was getting PTSD.
Hell yeah, nigga. The only thing about that show that what am I trying to say? The restaurant industry, nigga, we lived it. But on that show, there was like a dysfunction on that show that was kind of like, all right, now. I mean, I understand you're trying to sell the whole like working in the kitchen, the stress, the anxiety, the arguments, the fights,
right,
the drugs, the fucking addiction, the all that stuff. Like, it's there, it's real,
right.
And I'm sure that level of stress is at some restaurants, but god damn, man, like just the fucking like back and forth, the screaming, the cussing, the hatred, it was just like not only did it trigger my PTSD, but it just like my anxiety was just like, there were times where like when the restaurant would pick up and be busy, and like I could like the way they film, like they'll have like the camera, like the camera will be focusing on something that it's like something's about to happen here, and it's like, but it won't happen yet, and you're just like, someone's about to get their finger off, someone's about to fucking die, like something's gonna happen. I was just watching that shit. I had to fucking turn it off. I told you I'm bad,
bro.
I told you I got real bad. Like,
it's not real. See,
it's not real. But my empathy scale is off the fucking charts. When I was there, I'm gonna tell you a little. Let's go back in time. When I was a child, right? I'm talking like I remember half a day kindergarten. I remember all that shit. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, I'm gonna say straight up until about like 4th grade. My empathy was so fucking uncontrollable, right? I felt for everything. Seriously, everything. If I swatted a fly out the sky, I'm crying because I felt bad what I did. I'm telling you, everything. So I'd be in class, and let's say there's a kid in class acting a fucking dick. And they're like, yo, Jamar, put your head down. You know what I mean? Be quiet and put your head down.
Every nigga with that name was bad.
You know what I mean?
School.
And then he'd do it. But I'd be on the other side of the class like, Josh, what's wrong? Jamar got yelled at. I was like,
what?
Like, it's okay. You're not in trouble. Why are you crying? Because Jamar got yelled at. And it's like, dog, Josh, why are you crying, man? But you have nothing to do with this. And it's like, Jamar's sad. And it's like, man, they had to make new rules in my class, in my half a day kindergarten, my first grade class.
Yeah.
It was like, we have to reassure, like, before we yell at the kids, we have to reassure Josh that it has nothing to do with him so he doesn't get upset. I'm being dead serious. It was that bad. It was that fucking bad. So that carried on as I got older. Now it dissipated as well.
Of course.
Because I started to really not give a fuck as I got older.
Yeah.
But when like certain TV shows and anxious, like I said before, certain anxious things happen on TV shows.
Yeah.
Got to turn it off.
Yeah, you said when
Got to turn it off. And I got to come back when it's resolved.
when Urkel did the
Come
worst.
on, dog. Eddie broke grandma's prize vase.
And the thing is, Urkel used to do the worst.
That's
shit
what I mean.
too. The roof would cave
That's what
in.
I'm talking about.
His shit was all right. Come on, like, yo. What? His shit was astronomical. Like he would drive like the whip through the house. Like it was a bunch of shit. Like yo, we can't fix this right now. Like them niggas must have been made of bread because that didn't make any sense.
It'd be like Full House. Someone found a pack of cigarettes in DJ's jacket. And then they about to go sit her down like, yo, we found these smokes.
Yeah.
I got to turn it. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, DJ about to get in trouble. I got to turn it.
The only empathetic I see, my empathy was kind of backwards. It wasn't for my peers in school. It was for the teachers, man. The teachers went through hell, man. We had some bad motherfuckers in Penn Hills Middle School and high school, man. And I'm just like, I would be in the classroom because, I mean, I guess I was somewhat of a class clown sometimes, but it wasn't every day. I wasn't every day in there like, I'm going to give the teacher hell. I'm going to give the teacher hell. But a lot of my peers were like that. Like, I'm going to make this motherfucker cry today. And I'm like, hey, man, what's wrong with you, man? Like, please.
That's
like, we had this teacher. The guy's name's Larry Clark, right? Larry was cool. He's my friend in middle school. He's my friend in high school. We're not really like close, but I've seen him. I say what's up and everything. But this guy, Larry Clark, man, he was a cool guy. He wasn't a class clown. He was regular. But when he got into this class with this teacher named Miss Meta, man, I didn't understand. Her name was Miss Meta. I think she was from India. She had an accent. It was a thick accent or whatever. So everybody would just give her a hard time. And I'm like, I don't understand why everybody is so mean to this lady. Like, I just don't get it. But whatever. I can't even remember what class she taught, honestly. I really don't remember. It might have been English. And that's ironic as fuck. Because it's like, you don't even speak it that good. So I think that was one of the ongoing jokes or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. This guy, Larry, man. I don't understand what it was. When he got into that class with Miss Meta, he wouldn't leave her alone. It was the dumbest jokes. The shit, he would just say, Miss Meta. She would be like, what do you want, Larry? And he would be like, hi. And start laughing, like just kept fucking with her. I'm in my chair like, leave her alone! Like, it would get on my fucking nerves to the point where I'm like, I can't even join in with the fun of everybody just acting like animals. Like, just let her teach, man. Shit! But yeah, that was my little empathy story. Other than that, I don't really be giving a fuck about people.
Well, I used to care about everything. And I don't even know what I was getting at with that story. But fuck it.
Shit, I don't know what I was... Maybe it'll come back. But yeah, you said you're watching your shows. Yeah, all my shows are done, and I gotta find something new to watch. Because Cobra Kai, I finished it. The Boys, I finished that. The Shy is over right now. I've been thinking about watching The Wire, because they say that's like the greatest series that ever hit television. And I never watched it. Never watched The Wire. I'm not watching any of the Power books. Ghost is dead. I'm cool. I don't need to see how Kanan was raised. He's dead too. And what else? the Baby Ghost book. I never watched that, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm cool.
I never seen a single episode of The Wire either. I feel like the only reason why I didn't watch The Wire, or I wasn't watching The Wire whenever it was good. When it comes to like crime dramas, I can't stand to watch the cop part. Like if there's like a street part and there's like the cops trying to catch the street guys.
Yeah, always.
So there's like in the precinct fucking trying to get this shit together. I don't like those parts.
I like those parts when the cop's dirty. Because I know for a fact, if I was a cop, I'm sorry, I'm being dirty. I'm not going to be like the rest of these other cop weirdos. I'm not going to be a racist cop or, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be a dirty cop. And I mean dirty in the sense of, I'm getting some extra bread out of this. Are you shitting me? I'm going to pull you over and be like, yo, you was doing 55 and a 54. I had to put that. But anyway, I'm gonna be pulling people over like, yo, all right. You know what I'm saying? You was definitely, I mean, this is the citation. The citation is 130. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show up in court. I'm going to let them know. I'm going to show up. So don't try to skip out or act like I'm not going to show. But I mean, it's 130. You give me 80 right now, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I'll rip this shit up. That's dirty as hell. But I mean, you broke the law anyway. So you learned your lesson. I just get paid. I'm gonna be doing, but I think they got body cams and a lot of other stuff going
no
on.
Way to like.
And if I get a bitch ass partner like motherfucking Training Day, what was the dude's name? Jake. If I get Jake and I can't commit my crimes, the fuck are you doing? Nah. But I would be a dirty cop. I'm keeping it real. I would do my job to protect the innocent for sure. But I'm definitely getting some extra bread out of this.
No, real shit. You do a major drug bust and there's just wads of claim, like just it's not claimed in the sense of like evidence. Like say you do a fucking giant drug bust.
All right.
The motherfucking forensic niggas ain't get there yet. You don't like no evidence has been claimed yet. I'm kicking a couple of those motherfucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kicking them.
Or like you kicked on a door and there's one nigga in there. You're like, freeze, nigga, and he's like, ooh. And then they went like, you ain't no partners around. Yeah, I would just like, what you got over there? Is that coke?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, look, yo, they looking for you.
How much does that coke go for? What? How much does that coke go for? So who you sell it to? So if I take this pack,
right?
And I give it to Dre and them, they're gonna give me what? 20?
That's 100%. I'm doing it. I'm sorry, I have to. Like, fuck it, man.
I'll put some on your books, nigga. No, that's what shit.
I turn around, my partner come in and be like, oh shit, shoot him.
Nah, that's good dirty.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's good dirty.
I would have to be, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's good dirty. You can just skim. Yeah,
like if just like you said, if I go in as a drug bust, you know what I mean? I'm gonna kick a couple bricks under the couch. So I mean, somebody gonna come get these shit. Especially if I see some money, we going to the safe. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, this is evidence. It's like, yeah, it sure is, my nigga.
How much did you find, Rash? Like, it was like $10 in there. This nigga got 50,000 in his.
I got something
in his tax in his cargo pants.
I walk away, you got shit coming out my ass.
It's just busting out. I swear to God, I'm doing the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I always wondered that shit in movies. Like, yo, you just found a fucking mother load.
Yeah.
And y'all niggas is being stoic and copy.
There's no way,
fuck
bro.
That.
There's
fuck,
no way.
Nigga, fuck that.
There's no way. There's no way.
Man.
But yeah, so The Wire, I was thinking about starting The Wire and Game of Thrones too. Like everybody goes crazy for this, the House of Dragon or whatever. So this is the thing. So I'm not a person that just hates stuff that everybody likes. I hate when people like overrated stuff and everybody's hype about it. Like it would be like everybody praising Hurricane Chris, right? No disrespect to Hurricane Chris, hey baby, right? Just imagine if people were praising Hurricane Chris like they do Drake or Jay-Z. That would piss me off because I'm like, there's so much more better stuff out here, and this is what you think is the standard? Like that gets on my nerves.
You do that with Kevin Gates, Rick Ross.
That's
yeah, man. There's mad niggas they do that.
I don't understand, but I don't see. But there's shit not
Rod Wave.
I don't. Oh my god.
NBA YoungBoy.
You're saying all these names. What?
There's mad niggas that they put on that weird ass pedestal.
People like what they like.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Music is subjective, but boy, y'all taste sucks.
Fucking garbage.
Anyway, what was I getting at? Oh yeah, overrated things. I feel like a lot of the stuff that people hold to these high standards are not overrated. And what I've been doing as a mature older adult, even when it comes to everything, I've been giving everything a chance that gets high praise.
Mm-hmm.
Like Castlevania, for instance. The series sucks all the way up until the point of Symphony of the Night. That game, I beat it.
Mm-hmm.
That game is fantastic. It's legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But same thing with Zelda. I'm like, what is Zelda? The little green elf guy who is actually Link, the main character. But I'm like, what is this game? This is stupid. It's a little elf and fairies or whatever. But I'm like, why does it always get so much high praise? Why do the games always get rated 10s? So I had to play them. Bought one, I was like, that game was amazing. Bought another one, I was like, that game was better than the last. Bought another one, I was like, oh my gosh, I love the series. It's boring to watch, but it's deserving of that praise.
Mm-hmm.
So The Wire and Game of Thrones are definitely two things that people put up there that I'm like, okay, it has to be good then. So I'm gonna check them out.
See, never watched the episode. I'm telling you, never watched the episode of Game of Thrones. I did watch. See, I never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones, but I did watch the first episode of the House of the Dragon, and it made absolutely no sense to me.
But but I would feel like that's probably because you don't have a background in the Game of Thrones. Wouldn't that make sense?
You know what's fucked up? I love Dungeons and Dragons, right? I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love that shit so much. It's so much fucking fun. But I hate the hierarchy era. I hate the Middle Earth.
Oh no, so do
My
I.
lord,
Yeah.
the dragon has brought forth
Yeah.
tidings from Westestoria. And it's like, come on, man. Like,
Wait, so
how dare you step on my snake as you fool.
Dungeons
I will kill you all.
Dungeons
Stupid. Fucking idiot.
Dungeons and Dragons is the game where you kind of somewhat make your own rules as the game goes along.
No. There's absolutely
There's rules, but you kind of twist them a little bit too.
No, ain't
right?
no twisting.
Okay, all right. So
It all depends on the dungeon master. If you have like a cool dungeon master that kind of lets bullshit slide,
yeah.
And it could be fun. But then also if you're a relaxed dungeon master and you have like and your like I guess your campaigners, your players that you're kind of guiding on this quest. If they're like really, really knowledgeable and you're not too knowledgeable as a dungeon master, they can fuck you.
Okay,
Like,
so outside of that, there's something that me and my cousin Rob was talking about. Shout out to Brolo. There was what is because I've seen people dressed up in the medieval
LARPing.
Okay, because like obviously,
Live action role playing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Because I mean, obviously,
100.
We're nerds and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We love anime and stuff, but I would never dress up like Geese Howard and do all of his moves in a Fatal Fury reenaction, like
Why?
reenactment in the woods with randoms. I just wouldn't do that.
Oh, you mean like just like y'all niggas is just fucking around? You're just like,
that's what I'm saying. Now I'll do it by myself for sure, and I'll record it in 4K. But I wouldn't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're having a Fatal Fury meeting in Homewood. And I'm in the parking lot just throwing double repukins like, like going
and niggas
crazy.
is really like getting hit like,
It's like, and me just going up to people and choking them and slamming them like and countering shit.
Predictable.
I just don't. I just, you mean, and I love that shit. People think it's my fucking nickname. I love that shit so much, but I just couldn't see myself doing that. But I didn't know what the term was. It's called LARPing.
Mm-hmm. Just live action role playing.
Live action role playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like I would kill to get you in like one of our D&D games. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like you already do, like we are the same nigga. Like we do weird voices and weird characters and shit like that. So just like take one of those weird ass characters that you've created all your life, right?
Yeah.
And just create a character sheet
Farouk
You know what I mean?
Jones.
It's like an RPG. Literally, pick your class, pick your like fighting styles, your what spectrum of like or like evil, good, like, you know what I mean? Do all that shit, man. Like, it's so much fucking fun, yo. And it's not like you have to be like, my lord.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to do none of that shit. You could literally just talk like a nigga.
Yeah.
Or you could talk like yourself. You know what I mean? If you don't feel comfortable, man, it's so much fucking fun, yo. You know, I fucking love improv. So it's like, it just gives you an opportunity to just be weird. Super weird. And just around people where you can be weird. Because there's nothing better than being able to be weird around people that are weird too. So it's like, nigga, ain't no one judging you weird because we're weird.
I feel like that's one thing that I've within myself. I can't say that it's a talent, or maybe it's just an aura energy that I have. I feel like when you're around me, I try to force it though. I try to I want you to be yourself. I don't care how weird that you are, or how weird that you think you are, or how weird it is when you do or say certain shit. Just be yourself. You be yourself, man. So that's not something I would have an issue with.
You gotta play D&D, man. Come on, man. You gotta do it. Just like you like fighter classes and stuff. Just be a monk. You know what I mean? And then just make Geese.
Yeah, you already know. He's on everything. If I have the opportunity to make a character, it's over. Street Fighter 6 got character creation. I know we've seen that.
Oh, he's
Geese is on the game. He's on the game.
He made it.
When I saw that Street Fighter 6 trailer, the World Tour mode, and they showed character customization, I was like, oh, I'm in there already. That's crazy. I'm not going to make Joshua. I'm not going to be bald and black, African American and broke. I'm making the boss of Southtown, Geese Howard, blonde hair, sitting like this in the chair. Like, all right, whatever. Word. But anyway, so what's been going on in the actual world? Are we finished with the recaps?
Yeah, I think we're done.
I feel like we covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know what's been going on. And I kind of want to address this first.
Let's do it, man.
So, what's her name? Is it Halle? Halle Bailey.
Haley?
Not Haley.
It's not Haley?
It's not Halle. It's Haley.
Haley
Bailey.
I think so.
Haley Bailey?
Man,
that don't sound right.
Halle Bailey?
Halle. It's Halle.
I don't know, bro.
It's Halle. Halle Bailey.
Let's just
because she was getting mistaken for Halle Berry. Okay. Not physically, but just the name. And and people were coming at the racists were coming at Halle Berry for you and the mermaid. Bitch, I saw you in Make Me Feel Good. What's that movie called?
Monsters Ball.
Yeah, that scene is.
What? That scene, man. I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist guy. But that nigga did not deserve that.
See, now I've been hearing rumors that Billy Bob Thornton was really Thornton her. I don't know if that's true, but I heard he was really putting his Thornton.
There's no way that she's not that good. She's not that type of method actor. Not that film. Make Me Feel Good. And this nigga was really Billy Bobbin.
He was Billy Bobbin.
That's bullshit. Don't tell me that, because I was already mad that it was fake. Now you're telling me it's real. I'm done. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I remember the first time I seen that. It was at my boy JD's house. So his little brother, we walking home from school. I don't know what it was about JD and Dwayne. They always, they're close now. I would assume that they're close. When they're around each other, they seem like they're close and they love each other and everything is gravy. But when we were younger, they were like sworn enemies. They had their times of brotherly love, but for the most part, they were always doing things to one up each other or make the other one feel bad. It was so strange. I never understood that. Like me and my brother weren't best friends, but we were regular. I feel like they were like, I don't know. I don't feel like they were regular, but I mean, they're great now. So, and me and him aren't, so whatever. But anyway, so I remember walking home, JD and Dwayne are just kicking each other's ass the whole time. Just doing dumb shit. They're fighting and slapping each other, throwing shit at each other. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Like, it's so strange. Me being friends with both of them, I'm just like, this is weird as fuck, but whatever. So, but they had this thing where they got past it so fast. Like, They would literally punch each other in the face, get up, fuck you, blah, 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 say all the types of shit. 2 minutes later, hey, remember we ate peanut butter? Ah! And I'm like, oh, me and my brother don't have that. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. But I'm like, whatever. So, whatever, me and JD and Dwayne, you know what I'm saying? We get to his house and we walk in. I'm thinking we're about to play video games or something. And one of them said something about Monsters Ball. And then they both looked at each other like, yeah, throw that shit on. So me, I'm like, whatever. I don't know what's going on. So they put the tape in. Yeah, this was VHS.
Yeah.
They put the tape in. It might have been DVD, not sure. Both old. Whatever. They turned it on and they skip right to the scene. They skipping all these scenes and I'm just like, come on, man. It's probably a good movie, man. I like the fuck y'all doing. Me not knowing what the hell was about to happen. So I'm just like, whatever. Now at this time I wasn't beating my meat. You know what I'm saying? I was still just.
I keep forgetting you a young nigga.
I was still having my meat concealed, and I was chilling. You know what I mean? But the scene comes on, and she's just like, Halle Berry starts doing her Halle Berry thing. Just make me feel good. Make me feel good. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, you about to make her feel good? And I'm just sitting there watching, and I don't even know why I brought this story up, but I think that was the hardest I've ever in my entire life. And I just was just like, I remember having my book bag and it was weird too. Cause it got quiet. It got quiet cause we're just all just focused in. And I'm just like, they seen it before. So they're like, yeah, but I haven't. And I took my book bag. I'm like, put it over my, man. What? It's just like, I'm sitting there watching, but my body, I'm just like, I want to do something to myself. But I didn't move. And I just was like, wow. You know what I mean? 10 minutes later, shit went down. I was like, oh, what's that movie called, man? And I remember I borrowed that movie from him. I don't know if you remember. I just was watching the scene, but I wasn't a meat beater yet. So I just would just stare at it like... But anyway, so
well, it wasn't. They weren't really fucking.
I don't know. It looked like it, but
thank God they weren't.
Hey,
I
man,
would have killed myself. I think that nigga got like hepatitis Q, just slamming the beautiful berry.
What?
Oh man,
yo, what is past hepatitis A and B?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so anyway, Halle Bailey. Okay, so she's casted as the new star of The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
She is now playing Ariel. Mm-hmm. So everybody give it up for her. So, she's been receiving a lot of backlash.
Of course.
Obviously. Just for being black. Mm-hmm. In the original Little Mermaid, Ariel was seen, she had white skin, so she was seen as Caucasian. I don't really know the story of the Little Mermaid. I don't know if she was on land first or she was always a fish girl or whatever.
You never seen the movie Little Mermaid?
I probably have.
Well, she wished for legs, got the legs, but she lost her voice. Because if you want your legs, you lose the voice. She got her legs, lost the voice. She got tricked by
Ursula,
yeah.
See, now the only thing I know about Ursula is from Kingdom Hearts.
Beautiful singing voice.
Kingdom Hearts, and she had that ghetto hairstyle.
Oh, she did.
And I remember on Kingdom Hearts, she would. I always used to say this to my nigga Darren. On Kingdom Hearts, did you fight her as a boss? She would say, "Get up and fight."
Get up and fight.
I would scream that shit all the time when he lost and when I lost, even when I just blurted out of anger. But
I'd have slammed Ursula, man, for real.
I don't know.
You wouldn't have slammed Ursula?
No.
She looked like she probably like, man, because you know ain't nobody fucking with that.
See, that's what I forgot to mention in the recap, though. So, I mean, this might be a little bit TMI, but I haven't been fucking. I haven't been having intercourse. I haven't been having sex. And I feel like the lack of intercourse kind of pushes your libido to a higher state of just testosterone feeling. And you just want to hump. You want to do nasty things. But so I've been taking these supplements to boost my testosterone, but it also has side effects as far as what it's doing to. So I've been taking I think I mentioned it on the podcast before. It's called like Tomcat Long Jack Ali. And I'm serious. I have it somewhere. I don't know if it's in my bag. I don't want to look for it, but it boosts libido, but it boosts your testosterone too. And I'm doing it just to get my muscles right, my body straight. And I've been also taking beet chews, and that's for blood flow circulation to easily flow through your body. And I've been taking maca root. And it's like all of this stuff together on top of not having intercourse, it's definitely been having me like Harlem shaking, man. So whatever. I don't even know why I brought that up. But I had a point.
We were talking about Ursula.
I had oh yeah, I would probably slam it now. That was my point. Because shit. Listen, if you have a wife, you have a girlfriend, or you have people that you don't want to like meet up to play checkers with, and you're a male, you can take all that stuff. Because you're going to benefit from it. But if you don't have access to checkers players, don't take that. But anyway, nah. Yeah, The Little Mermaid, I don't think I've ever really watched it as a kid. My knowledge from it is from Kingdom Hearts. I remember Under the Sea because we had a debate when we was talking about the best Disney songs. It was Let's Get Down to Business. Powerline from what's that movie called? Goofy movie. Yeah, we had a big argument about that, and then Under the Sea came up too because Under the Sea is classic. I don't remember the words, but the melody, and then when he really goes off, Under the Sea, come fuck with me. Like, he goes crazy. That song is really hard. But, yeah, I don't really know too much about it. So, she's catching a lot of backlash for just being black. And Ariel was Caucasian in the first one, I guess you could say. But her race wasn't really defined. She was a mermaid.
We're just going off of skin. The skin is skin.
Right. So how do you feel about, because it seems like a big surgence of Hollywood is giving African Americans prominent roles, dominant roles, being the main star of the movie or show or whatever, but they're changing the original race of the character to accommodate black people.
Or to force some sense of inclusion, which is almost okay. We're about to go in. I don't like it.
Okay, you
don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it when they do it. Okay. I'm gonna give two exemptions. Cinderella Brandy. She gets a pass. She gets a fucking pass. That was amazing. That shit was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. This Little Mermaid one, she gets a pass. She gets a little pass. The way I look at it is like these little black girls that are watching these movies that have little to no representation outside of the bullshit that their dusty ass moms listen to. I'm just fucking around, I'm joking with that. But it's like they have very little representation. So for them to see, women that look just like them, girls that look just like them, in these major roles and with the limelight on them, period. Oh man, I'm all for it. Plus, I have daughters, so I love when they recognize that something is possible, or not that they recognize it, but I love it that they just innately understand that it's possible. Not even like to be recognized, but they just think that they can just do it. I love that. But there's also it's a double-edged sword, because you have the gift of representation, right? But then you also have to eat the backlash of a stapled character, right? Being kind of like not being uprooted, but there is a backlash that comes with the changing of the staple. You feel me?
100.
Because one, I feel like, especially when it's on a major scale, kind of like this, there is a level of pandering that is so. It's in your face.
It's so prominent.
It's so prominent.
And that's
like,
that was my
there's no
point.
way to deny it. Like, this is pandering.
It is.
This is pandering in a sense of like, I truly don't believe that they were like really thinking about little black girls or or children of color in general when they decided to cast her in this role. I think what they were thinking was, what's cracking today?
Right.
What's popping today? Niggas are, we are the shit. Like, the nigga, we are it. Like, niggas are it.
100%.
So it's like, before if we would look for inclusion, they would just throw a fucking idiot that danced and cracked jokes and spoke fucking jive.
Right.
Like, y'all niggas don't know nothing about me. Where's my chicken? And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, we gave you a black person, didn't we? And it's like, yeah, you did. You know what I mean? Just like in the Transformers movie, the two, what the fuck I'm talking about? There was these two Transformers. Was it not Jet? Was it Jet? I forget the fucking name of the two Transformers, but they were just like fucking Sam. But like, you know what I mean? It was just like, dog. Like, of course, the black bots gotta act like hip hop.
Yeah.
Radios blasting fucking. You know what I mean? California Love and shit. Like, man, I don't know. But these major moves, like, you got the fucking Wesker, Resident Evil bullshit.
See, and that's what I was going to get into.
You know what I mean?
You already know, Capcom head, Resident Evil. I know you're a Capcom head also, but you're not really too big of a fan of Resident Evil. But you are familiar with the characters. You know that the character Albert Wesker is a Caucasian male. For some reason, Netflix series comes out. The main character, Albert Wesker, the main villain, is black. And when I seen that, I immediately got mad because I'm like, why? Why is he black? It doesn't, to me personally, it does not. I don't think it's coming down to, oh, he did such a good job. You mean to tell me you couldn't get a Caucasian person to do this job? Now, I got into an argument with somebody and said, you're black. Why would you not want another black person to win? I said, that is not, are you stupid? What? That is not what it's about. Of course, I want us as a race to win. I want us to be actually viewed as equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're still not, and we get treated like shit, but whatever. That is complete pandering. You're only putting this black person in this thing because you feel like it's going to bring more black people into something that they might not have been interested in already.
And then even as a black person, how could you take that knowing that it's scraps? And knowing that it's like, all right, niggas, here.
And why? And this is like, the thing. Like, this is the thing that I can't stand. So you make very good points as far as her being casted in The Little Mermaid and seeing little girls having representation and seeing themselves. That is all fine and dandy, but I want this to stop because it's making us pathetic. It's making us look pathetic. And when I say it's making us look pathetic, I mean in the terms of this, right? So a Caucasian guy creates this story. He creates a story, he writes it, he gets actors, he animates it or whatever. He comes up with the races, right? There's no black people in it, or there's not enough black representation in it, but it goes on to be a classic and it's legendary. Why do we have to have a black version of that? Why? Why can't we just have our own thing? Come up with another story or create a new character and put us in it, and that's fine. Why do we have to have a black version of what's already created as white? That's not weird to us. How is that not weird? So if there's a live action Dragon Ball Z movie that comes out, they cast Goku as a black person. That's not going to be weird to y'all? Why? Why does he have to be black? Why couldn't it just be a new character that wasn't in the anime that happens to be black also? Like, that's where I feel like, okay, that's more respectable. We don't have to have, okay, this was already established in the lore, in the canon, that this person is Caucasian, but no, now we want Denzel Washington to play this Caucasian person. So now all these black people, that's clearly pandering. So when white people were making all these memes and saying, what if we did this? And then they had Friday and they turned it to like Mark Wahlberg and some other person as Craig and Smokey. It's racist as hell. It was funny, but it's like, yo, they kind of have a point. They have a point. Their point is, yo, we have these legendary things, and all of a sudden, it's being changed to. Well, but I feel like it's wrong for them to be outraged about it. Like, it's not a problem. You shouldn't be mad at it, but at the same time, it's weird when we chase validation from Caucasian people to be represented by something that they already created.
But see, here's the thing.
That's weird to me.
If I could, let me just say this real quick. What you're saying is poignant, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. But you have to understand that a lot of times when these things were created, when these movies were created, when these stories were written, it's not that there was like a lack of black representation because there like wasn't niggas going for the parts, or there wasn't. I mean, we weren't considered. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
We weren't considered at all. We weren't even at the table.
Right.
We weren't there. Out of, not because there wasn't black folks, there wasn't talented black people like not present or anything like that.
Right.
We were excluded. Purposely excluded.
100%.
So I could see a lot of people just being like taking it this way. Like, when these stories were created, when these things were made, they were made during a time of like, like we were just being treated like shit. We weren't getting parts, we weren't getting shows, we weren't getting this, that, and the third. So it's like, yeah, nigga, let's get some representation in this, because it wasn't even an option back then. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get a little black girl and a little mermaid, because it would have never happened when it was created. You know what I mean? And it was purposely not. It was purposely, you see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I understand. I get both. I get your point, but I also get my point also, because it's just because it's like, okay, you got this person that, okay, the person that created the Little Mermaid, what if you really just didn't want black people in it?
That's what I mean.
The person that created the Little Mermaid story really didn't want black people in it. So the fact that we know that, why would we want to go forward?
Part of it, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I feel like sometimes, like,
well, it does make sense because you explain why it makes sense, but I feel like we got to stop chasing that.
Yeah,
we do not need a black version of all this other stuff that created that was originally white. That is corny to me. That is so corny. We do not need a black Wolverine. Like, if that happens, that's gonna be dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing stuff out there.
No,
but it's just like, why do we even need to do that, bro? Create a new character for us to the point where we can rise to the top and it could be as prominent as a Wolverine. We don't need to have, oh, that's hard, there's a black Wolverine now. No, that's dumb. He was never black. You see what I'm saying? Like, there were even talks of them turning Magneto black. Magneto was Jewish.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you doing to
the Holocaust? Like,
what are you doing to the story?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's when I get mad too, because me being a nerd, now it's like, okay, now you're changing the whole dynamic of what originally was written anyway. Like, you can't fucking do that, bro. Like, Static Shock was a black guy with dreads. He grew up in the hood. He had to deal with racism and a bunch of bullshit. If you change that character's race, Static John, and it's like, what the fuck? Why would you? You know what I'm saying? If roles were reversed, why would you even, like, you're changing
the whole.
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some characters and some stories where their personality and a bunch of stuff has absolutely nothing to do with their race. And it's like, okay, I understand it was like, oh, he just played the part so good, we just changed it just because. That's a little bit acceptable. That's still weird to me, but it's just like, once it starts fucking with the lore, then it's like, all right, what the hell are y'all doing? Because if y'all make Magneto, if Denzel plays Magneto, Denzel Washington plays Magneto, that shit's dumb. I don't support that. Like, just make another character, man. Like, that's all I'm saying. I think it's dumb that we chase these roles that were originally created by these Caucasian people that are legendary roles, but it's like you're chasing something from somebody that didn't want you to deal with it anyway. Like, why would you do that? That's strange to me. And I wish people would understand that it's clearly pandering. Nobody really fucks with this. And you know what we're going to do? Throw a nigga in there. And it's just like, all right, it's cool because he got the opportunity and we get the representation. But it's like, they're just doing this just to get us on their shit anyway. Like, let's just make our own shit, bro.
There was another like, I mean, it probably wasn't as big. It's not as obviously not as big as the Halle Ariel fucking thing, which I can't wait to watch. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm gonna watch it with my daughters and everything. But actually got into a little. We had a conversation, a debate about it. And the friend that I was talking with, she actually brought up some really good points, and she kind of like mirrored the same idea. Like, why don't, like, you know, she doesn't support the
Hollywood nigga pandering.
Yeah, and also also even further, she doesn't support the further like you know, there's like the Superman, there's like Superboy, Supergirl, or Batman, Batgirl, Batboy, like, I mean, all those different fucking, like, it's just like, nigga, this is the dude. We don't need a Superboy. We don't need a whatever. There's like, she broke it down even further. She's a lot smarter than me, 1,000 times smarter than me, and a lot better with this whole fucking race stuff to keep it real. But I had a debate with her about She-Hulk, where I brought up the little twerk clip where she's twerking with Meg Thee Stallion, and I was explaining to her that, like, I was leery about watching the episode because just seeing that clip, it upset me.
Okay. And why?
No,
what was the clip?
It was a clip of her twerking with Meg. I mean, it was a short clip.
Okay, why did it upset you though?
It upset me because it was a clear and I mean it was clear and evident act of pandering. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The way she broke it down, she broke it down pretty. I mean, she broke it down better than I could. But it was like, the way I was looking at it was like, hey, we have this show, She-Hulk. We know the character, we know her backstory, we know everything, right? About this, obviously, because it's a comic prior to this show being created. We have everything we need to know about her. There was never a Meg moment in the comic. You see what I'm saying? So we're going outside of lore, but they do it all the time.
Yeah.
Cameos and all types of.
But this is what goes back to what I was saying. If they want to give us some representation, just create a new character and put us in there. So this is kind of what I'm saying that they should do. But I'm waiting to see where you feel like the pandering came in.
They got Megan Thee Stallion, one of our greats, one of the hottest things on the planet right now,
right,
to do her signature shit. It's like, hey, we need black people to watch this show. What are we gonna do? What can we do? Come on, team, think. She-Hulk, she is in the comic book. She's pretty, you know, she's pretty horny in the comic book. She be smanging and fucking. You know what I mean? She be doing her thing. She's very, like, you know what I mean? She's a woman. Like, I mean, she's all about her shit. And she's proud of it. And who else is like that? Who else can we pick? Who else promotes that kind of woman empowerment? This is my, like, I mean, they living free and doing whatever the fuck they want. Meg Thee Stallion. All right, so we can get Meg. We can get Meg to twerk. Like, look, we can get Meg Thee Stallion. She likes comics and anime and shit like that. Yeah, let's get Meg. Meg's black. She twerks. If we can get Meg and She-Hulk to twerk on camera, we can get all types of black niggas that never even heard of fucking She-Hulk. Didn't even know that there was a She-Hulk.
Yeah, people think she's new. It's like
People think she's new.
people thought Black Panther
And
was
only
new
watched
too.
and only watched She-Hulk because she was twerking with Meg.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? It worked.
yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about you niggas at all. We don't. We're only doing this because we want you to watch our show that's not really doing too good.
See see, and that's what I was saying. I didn't watch the show,
You see what I'm saying?
but
It's good. It's good.
It kind of took away from my
It's not
point.
really good, actually.
It kind of took away from my point when I was saying like representation and respect and all of that. As far as I know, she don't really have a role in the show, does she? Like
No, absolutely not. No, this was like one of those like
just a quick cameo.
at the end, quick cameo, just like something funny at the end, like, yeah, I mean, da 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 da. But it was like,
And that's-
it was promoted.
That's the pandering.
But it was promoted that it wasn't promoted like, hey, this is just a secret clip at the at the end of a fucking Marvel movie.
Yeah.
If you wait long enough, you'll see some dope ass shit at the end.
Right, 100%.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah,
The series was presented with Meg's going to be on this episode. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
It wasn't like if you watch this episode, you'll get something special in the end. It was, hey, everybody, niggas, women, hey, we want black girls, black people.
Yeah.
Meg is in this one. So we're watching the whole episode. Niggas is just like, oh, where's Meg? Where's she gonna start twerking? And it's a couple second fucking clip at the end. You know what I mean? And it's like, niggas, like, we got you. You watch the episode now, you know what I mean? And now, you know what I mean? Maybe people will start watching more, this, that, and the third, but it's like, come on now, man. Like,
I
felt some type of way about that.
and that's what I be hating, bro. And I hate when we get sucked into it, and then everybody's like, yeah, and it's just like, bro, you didn't even have like. I feel like you're corny. Like, you didn't even have no interest in this in the first place. The only reason that you watch this shit is because there was a little bit of African American representation. That's corny to me. You have no interest in this shit at all, but you only watched it because you saw, and it's like, they got us. That was their goal, and they got us. Like, you don't watch Dragon Ball Z, you think it's corny. This manga shit, this anime shit, that's white people shit, that's Chinese people shit, it's corny as fuck. I don't fuck with that. Denzel Washington is playing Guru. I gotta go see that fucking movie.
Now,
You are weird to me.
No,
That's strange. You don't even like that shit.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck if a black person starts playing hockey. I don't like hockey despite race. I don't like it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not about to start watching hockey because a black person is in it. And I feel like that's corny. Now that's different because that's sports. You know what I mean? And that's talent. I'm just saying for an example. Like, I think that's weird. Like,
so how did you feel about like the outpour of support when Black Panther came out?
okay, all right. So I've viewed a lot of people as being strange, bro. Because I'm like, yo, first of all, I'm black. I'm always gonna root for us. Like, get the fuck out of here. I hate coons. I hate people that hate their own skin and their own race and their heritage and where they from. Like, get the fuck out of there. I'm not one of them. Don't ever try to paint me as one of those losers because I know one of those losers. Get the fuck out of here. But when Black Panther came out, right, I thought it was a cool movie. I thought it was an overrated movie, but me speaking on that makes me seem like a coon because I'm hating on the niggas. Like, I'm a nigga. What are you talking about? The movie just wasn't as what y'all were trying to make it out to be. But y'all don't know that because y'all are not into that type of shit. Y'all don't watch any of that type of shit. The only reason you watch this one is because there were black people in it. So it's like, you step into the realm that I've been living in my whole life because you seen a bunch of niggas. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. Because lore-wise, that's what it is. It's a bunch of niggas, so I ain't tripping off that. But it's the fact that y'all are trying to make it seem like it was so crazy, but it's like, it wasn't. Did you see all the other shit? It's like, no, this one's better because niggas is in it. I'm like, it was cool that niggas was in it, but no. The movie, like Killmonger, this is just an opinion, is the worst Marvel villain in the movie cinematic universe. He was ass. He barely said anything. He was quiet. He was just a random regular nigga. His acting wasn't that good. He had like 2 lines where I was like, ooh, okay. But other than that, he was bland as fuck. I'm like, that's just my opinion. So I went on this whole rant like, yo, look, man, Black Panther is ill. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? I can't believe I forgot his name. The main star that passed away.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, he did unbelievable as Black Panther. He was great. But I'm like, the movie as a whole to me was not that good. And everybody was going crazy on me. And I'm just like, look, this is y'all first rodeo. Y'all saw a nigga and y'all was like, oh, let me go watch the shit that I'm not interested in at all, but there's black people in it, so now I'm gonna watch it. And it's just like, all right, it's cool that y'all supported it like this, but it's weird also because y'all don't even like this shit. So it's just like, it was gonna be supported regardless, but I feel like it's weird when you go extra crazy supporting some shit you don't even like. It's like I find out there's a black opera singer and then all of a sudden I'm just forcing myself to stream that shit, and it's like, I do want her to get bread. I do want her to win, but I don't even like this shit, bro. That's where it gets weird. I don't like it. So I had an argument with my mom. She don't know shit about anime, cartoons, and comics and none of that. So she goes to see Black Panther. And I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, you went to go see that? Like, this is absurd. You would never go see Spider-Man. You would never go see the Avengers. But you want to go see Black Panther. And it's like, I understand why you went. The only reason you went to go see Black Panther is because Chadwick Boseman is in it and he's black. In the movie, you know what I mean, got more black people than any other Marvel movie. And she was like, that's not the same. I'm like, how is it not the same? Have you ever fucking seen Thor? It's in the same universe. It's the same shit. And then he's like, no, it's different. It's different. And I was just like, all right, man, whatever you say. So I feel like I have mixed feelings about, because obviously, yes, I want us to get that support when we do the shit that should be supported. But if you're not already originally into it and you're only supporting it for that, I do think that's strange. Is that strange for me to think that?
No, I don't think it's strange. No, not at all. I mean, I agree. It's just that I feel like there are certain sliders. I feel like when it comes to like kid stuff, like, you mean, like when it comes to like, there's a sort of like whimsical fantasy element when it comes to children's stuff where it's like, man, make her black. Like, I mean, so what? You know what I mean? Because it's like, they don't have the same sliders that we have as adults. Like, just let them live in their innocence and let them live in with their veil on, and they can just believe what they want to fucking believe. I love that Ariel is black. I love that they did a black Cinderella with mad black folks, and the singing was crazy. And like, I love that shit. I support it if they want to do it again with more of these motherfucking Disney princesses. Hey, turn everybody to fuck black.
Like, see, and that's another thing. So that goes back to my point, right? There was a Disney movie with a black princess, right? And it was an original movie, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember.
Princess and the Frog. Okay.
Now, was that an original story?
Well, I mean, the story is there's like the Disney adaptation. Like, it's not a Disney property. It's a Disney adaptation to a story that existed as long as it's fucking existed. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So a lot of these stories are just like, it's not like they're Disney property. These are just stories that were written hundreds of years before.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
100%. Okay.
So it's like they're just making adaptations to it and saying, this character, we're just going to make this character white.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? So we don't even really know.
Okay.
Maybe Snow White. They flat out said that bitch is white. Like, you know what I mean?
The Princess and the Frog never got an live adaptation or nothing legendary or classic enough to the point where it's recognizable that this person is that race.
I would say, but the story, whatever it was a black, definitely they were black, or they were Creole, they were like that. They were that.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like that is a black story, basically. That's a.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
So what I was about to say, I guess it's wrong. It don't make sense. I was about to say, I thought that story was original, and I was about to say, see how they did with her, and they got, you know what I mean?
No, no.
Okay.
But I mean, also Disney, Disney has also, but something that I learned today, or not today, but couple days ago when I had the little debate with my friend, and I'm not a big Disney person. You know what I mean? So I'm not as up on it in the sense of like knowing like how Disney functions as far as like how they pander, and they do. Like if you really think about it, like, you know, they make these POC films. It's like, you know, they'll make a gang of white princesses and they'll throw a little POC bone. Here's a Mulan. You know what I mean? Here's a Pocahontas. You know what I mean? Here's a Moana. And now they're going ultra like triple down on the Spanish route. You know what I mean? Now, you see what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, man. A lot of those movies are also like they're company pandering, where it's like, once we start getting a little outraged, it's like, hey man, another little white princess, and it's like, oh no, wait, Encanto. You know what I mean? One of the greatest Disney movies fucking ever, honestly. But it's like, there you go. Like, you know what I mean? Now the little Spanish girls can fucking have fun and enjoy. You know what I mean? Some fun shit. I don't know. Disney. It is whatever, man. If hey, go in there and take the shit the fuck over. They fucking racist as hell over there anyway, nigga. Make everybody fucking black. I don't care. But it's just like, there's some things like that'd be like, you know, how would you feel if they made Will Smith, like if the Fresh Prince, if they made him a white dude? You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
There's like staple characters where it's just like, there's no way you can fuck this up. Like, what if Martin was white? Like, you know what I mean? What if they made a white Martin adaptation?
So that's my point. My whole point is this.
But then again, wait, before you get into your point, we have to dial back into the idea that these black shows existed because they were not. You know what I mean? These black shows existed because in any other, what am I trying to say? These black shows had to be made, or these black shows were the black shows that made it in a system that was designed to keep them the fuck out. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So it's like, it's not fair. It's not fair to use. Maybe I'm gonna walk my shit back. It's honestly, now that I think about it, like, it's really not fair
to use that analogy.
I guess to use that analogy in the sense of like, they have everything. You already have everything. You white motherfuckers have everything. You got everything. I don't mean to say that I'm not saying that racially, but it's like, y'all have everything. You've done everything. You've covered everything. You guys make white characters. You guys make people, like, I've seen tons of fucking memes and pictures of stuff lately because of this whole Ariel thing of just all of the fucking characters of color that were whitewashed. Like, you know what I mean? There are hundreds, thousands even, I'm sure, of stories that have characters of color being played by white folks.
Right.
So when we go and do it with one of their white folks, why is there an uproar when countless stories of ours are being whitewashed? Fuck that. Every nigga needs to be who the fuck they want to be. Wesker, you want to be black? Wesker's black now. You know what? I'm done. I take back all my shit. Wow. I just blew my whole brain in the middle of this fucking podcast.
I'm still on my stance.
Oh no, fuck that.
The stance that you just brought up, right? Like you said, like they'll have Egyptian people being played by Caucasian people.
Yeah.
That's absolutely bullshit.
So why can't we do it back to them?
See, and that's the thing. I don't feel anybody should be
Cleopatra was not white.
I don't feel anybody should be doing it at all. The point I was about to make before.
Well, let us get caught up.
Is strength. I can't even formulate my point. I had it so concretely stamped.
I'm sorry. I just had to say my shit.
The whole point is, if a character is already established as one race, I don't care if he's green, fucking Asian, Mexican, Spanish, black, white, do not change him another race. I feel like that is weird, that is corny, and I feel like the person that's playing that character shouldn't even want to play that character. He's already established. There does not need to be a Mexican Peter Parker. There doesn't need to be. So if there's a Spanish Peter Parker, I think that's dumb. That's dumb. It has nothing to do with us as a black people. Any race. That's dumb. Why are you changing or chasing to change what's already been established. Create new characters, create new stories, add new characters to the stories that are already in it. That's fine too. Just don't change what's already been that. Do not make a Black Rambo. Don't do that. Why? Make a new movie called Get Right Jones. You can do that. Why does he why are you chasing the story of Caucasian Rambo? We already have that. Go be Get Right Jones, bro. That's my whole point. Quit changing the race of characters that are already stamped. That's weird. That's dumb.
You don't feel some type of way like with what you're saying, right? We have these staple movies, right? With these characters that, you know, we're not going to touch. We're not going to fucking change their race. You know what I mean? But we are going to make a new POC character and add it to the universe with this character that already exists, right? That doesn't make you feel some type of way too? Like y'all niggas had no intentions on making a new, you see what I'm saying? Everyone's in a tizzy, everyone's in an uproar. Mm-hmm. So we just drew this fucking nigga real quick. We created this character real quick just to put him in a movie to shut y'all up. Doesn't make you feel the same as if they're changing the main character's race?
It depends on how he's represented. It happens all the time. They add characters that weren't in the lore of things that are the same race as the rest of the characters all the time.
You're right.
So it wouldn't really have me thinking like, you know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't have me thinking that because from the lore of comics and movies and stories and all this, sometimes shit just does not add up all the way when they try to make it into a movie. They're like, yo, we need somebody else to fill in these gaps of this part and explain this. Mm-hmm. If the person is Black, that's fine as long as the character is represented right. As long as he has a good role and it's like, he's not just in there like, well, back in the hood, we'll do our thing. Like you said, like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just straight nigga pandering. Like, that's when it becomes corny. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like any race, why are we chasing to be these already white written characters? That is weird to me. That is crazy. Like just create a new one or go in another separate story. And we're great actors, so act your ass off so we get, you know what I mean, recognition for our own shit. We got classics, nigga. We got fucking Juice, nigga. What you talking about?
Oh, what if they put never mind, man.
They made a white juice and called it white water?
Called it milk.
What? Hey, yo, I'm out. That's it, yo. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's it, man. That's it.
We were supposed to talk about so much more shit.
That's it.
But this topic really like gets on my nerves, bro. Like I hate when I wake up or I get on Twitter and I look on Instagram or Facebook, social media period, and I see a role and then all of a sudden the race of that character has changed. And it's just like, why, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't like, you know what I'm saying? That's just so corny to me.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, there's like I said, there's so many different like get back elements though, because it's like they do it all the time though, and no one bats a fucking lash. But when we do it, it's kill all niggas. You see what I'm saying? Like they are digging into that poor girl, and all she did was just accept she accepted a role. Mm-hmm. But these motherfuckers do it all the time. Even now, it's happening as this movie is as this shit is. You see what I'm saying?
They do it. Don't get me wrong. They do it, but I can't think of any.
Why don't we fight?
I can't think of any times where it was like. Now, first of all, Little Mermaid isn't. Well, no, it is. I'm trying to think of like a prominent role, race wise, where it's like, all right, what? Like y'all are bugging. I don't feel like they have done that to us as. You know what I mean? Like, it's times where they snuck it in, and it's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. But I can't think of any time where it was like, yo, no, that was a nigga, and they strictly just said, yo, turn that into a white dude. I can't really think of none, yo. Like
Robert Downey Jr. is a white man. Iron Man is a Mexican man. He's a Spanish man.
Yeah. You got me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Iron Man is Spanish?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's over. I ain't even got no recap. No, but you're right.
He is right. Don't let me say that. It's Tony's.
They're gonna bring up a
It's Tony
Spanish.
Stark's. Like,
They're gonna bring up a
is Tony
Spanish.
Stark's Mexican? He's part Latino.
He's part Latino.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can't do.
Fuck.
Yeah, we can't.
I thought
do
I
nothing.
had it.
We can't do nothing about
I thought
that.
I had him. That was a good one.
Because if they come out with the White Panther, then they bugging. Then it's like, all right, now what are y'all doing? Like, what? It'll be a little bit strange. But I hate when we chase that too. Like, oh, there needs to be a black version of this, and it's just like, I don't know. I hate that we always do that. Why does there have to be a black version of this already white created thing? Like, let's just make another story. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you already know that what you're creating is they don't want you involved anyway. Like, it's like, oh, y'all don't want us. We're going to push our way into this and make our own. It's like, yeah, of this story created by a nigga that don't even fuck with you. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, go make something else. I can't help to keep saying it. Like, you got Rambo, Get Right Jones. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, like, we don't have to have a black Rambo. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just hate that we feel that we always need to make everything black. We're already us. Let's just make shit. We make shit all the fucking time. TikTok dances. We got the best fucking music. Like, nigga, why are we chasing that side of their culture? They're chasing us all the fucking time. I just hate when we do it. It's corny.
100.
What the
Geese.
fuck?
Usually it's me. Are you still in my role? Are you whitewashing me? Huh? On the podcast, are you whitewashing me?
Man.
It's like, no, that was actually, yeah, I agree. What the fuck? Go ahead, nigga. Snaps and claps.
I don't know. It's just annoying to me,
I
man.
feel you, man. This is some real shit. Hit his heart, man.
Like, if they, don't get me wrong, if Fatal Fury just turned Geese black, it's gonna be a little bit strange to me. I mean, in essence, I am him. I'm just bald and broke, and my martial arts.
Are you blackwashing Geese?
Predictable.
See what I'm saying? Or cosplayers fucking blackwashing or POC washing their favorite characters?
That's different. You know why? Because we're not in these movies. Like, if they casted Geese Howard and it was fucking The Rock, I would be like, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, Geese is German too.
Rebuking.
So it's like The Rock says
Predictable.
like it would be I don't know, man. I feel like we should just keep the established characters, whatever race they already are. If you want to create new characters, that is absolutely fine. And with us as a race, I want us to stop trying to chase what's already been established, and we can just have our own shit. That's it. We create all the time. I have nothing else to say on that topic.
You killed it, man.
I recapped that topic basically, but what were we saying before that? I think that was the only topic we had.
That was it, man. We said a bunch of nothing in the beginning and we talked about that. Yeah.
All right, you want to do it?
No, you got it. I can't do it.
Just do one
I can't
more,
do
man,
it.
because that was cool.
You know I can't get that. There's like a back of the throat thing that happens. Pause.
All right, man. Well, shit, I got it. Well, we already recapped, so I'm not going to do it again. I miss having intercourse.